Hello everybody, I'm back again. I am now in a new location in my house. I moved my little office to another part, a different part of my house, so everything looks different, maybe more light. Um, so yeah, I've been doing a lot of moving around my house. That's why I've been a little bit absent too, because I've been a little bit busy. But anyway, I hope everybody's enjoying their weekend, their families. I know it's been this last week has been very heavy on the energies. A lot of us are being called to do a little bit of shadow work, by remembering things from our past, remembering our loved ones that are gone, remembering all these things that we are been going through, even bringing spirits bringing to us memories or things that we probably didn't know we had to heal. At least in my case, sometimes when the moon phases comes and people use this the energy of the moon, the people that loves to work in the shadows, right, they always use the energy of the moon to manipulate the energies and attack people, right? When you are like evolved enough or have grown enough or have mastered self enough, you can recognize these energies when they come to you, and you know how to work with it. Like I say, spirit always alert me that I am about to go to a dark night of the soul, that somebody probably is attacking me, sending me projections, to lower my vibration, to put me in a state of mind where I can, I don't know, go depressed, maybe go back to alcohol, go back to drugs, and even so far to go and kill myself, because these people, that is their priority. They know they cannot take me out, so they try to make me do it. Take myself out or put myself in a situation where I gonna sabotage all my work and all the things that I've been doing. Oh, excuse me, something going my eye. So yeah, and the energies, the projections always work hard during these moon phases. And I notice that a lot of us, we have a hard week, right? Hard close. As the week closed, a lot of us were having experiences that were meant to break us, break our spirit, right? To move us away from God, to think that it's not true, he's not real, he don't love us, right? Because we're going through all these things, because we are being hurt, right, by the opposition, by these energies, right, that are always manipulating the people around us to be used by the tricksters to hurt us, right? And no matter how much you master self, you always gonna be going through these things, because God is always gonna test us. Okay, every time you reach milestones, every time you reach something good, before you go to the next level, before you go to the next phase in your life, right? Or before God release blessings to you, he's gonna test you again. And the trickster is gonna test you too, to see if you really are master self, like you say, right? To go to the next level. So we are always gonna be tested in any way, shape or form, through anything and everything and everybody. It could be anything: your mom, your daughter, your sibling, your husband, your lover, your friend, your it's gonna be always somebody close to you So pay attention. um Remember the things that is happening to us is not really happening to us. It's really is happening for us to learn lessons, to grow, to evolve, to, yeah, to test us, to see where we at in this spiritual journey, right? If you are ready or you need more time, because sometimes we need more time, so we are stuck. Sometimes it takes years in the same lesson, in the same loop, because we are stuck, right? We need more time, right? Not everybody learn at the same pace, and not everybody learn at first with the first experience, right? Sometimes we get stuck for years, decades in the same lesson until we get it right. And it's difficult, like self-love, stop being people pleaser, codependency. These things takes years. Nobody's gonna get it at first. It takes years. It takes a whole life sometimes, 40 years, 30 years, 20 years, 10 years, 5 years. Is a whole process. Is the hardest test in life, that is stop being people pleasing and stop being codependent, because most of the time we don't even know that we are being like that, right? We think that is that's how it's supposed to be, be dependent or codependent of the people that we love, and we don't see it. It takes years, a whole life to learn that. So be patient with yourself, be patient with your loved ones. Understand that if you already passed through these things, understand that you already were there. You know how it feels. You know how long it took you to get where you are right now, right? So be patient with the people that are going to things and it's taking it a little bit longer. We are all been there, and we all gonna be there in future tests, right? So hopefully it's faster, right? But it takes time. Everything takes time. So yeah, know that I have all of you in my prayers. I say it with my heart, sincerely. I pray for all of you to find that strength, right? To find that strength to keep doing your great job, to keep loving God, the universe, whatever you believe in, right? Creator. And don't feel that because things feel so painful right now is because you've been punished, or you did something wrong, right? It's not. Actually, we are being polished, right? We're being somehow we are being updated, right? In a spiritual sense. Or I hear in a video that they were saying we are being, or software is being updated, right? And it's hard to understand this for the people that don't believe in these things, but yes, the more sensitive we become, the more sensitive we are. It's like we are calibrating our empath gifts, right? We're empathy towards the people, so towards the world. So we are becoming more and more sensitive towards everything, So things hurts maybe 10 times even more than it did last year, right? Or whenever you start your spiritual path, your journey. And it's because we, the light workers, the starseeds, the empaths, we need to be calibrating or sensitivity or gifts or talents to be able to help, to be able to understand and get people, to be patient, to be kind, to be compassionate with them. We need to have all our senses or sensitivity um, in perfect state, right? So it took me a lot of time to understand that sensitivity is no wrong, sensitivity is no bad, and you should never block it, because it's part of who you are, because we need it, The problem in the world is exactly that people think that being sensitive, that being vulnerable is wrong, and that's why the world is fucked up, because we block ourselves from other people's energies and other people's emotions, so we don't help, the neighbor, we don't help each other, because it's not a problem, because it's better to be called, right, than being suffering for the things that is happening around the world. A lot of people just close themselves off to the idea that you have to let yourself feel the world, right? No, not to the point that you're gonna be, bitter or against everybody, or suffering and crying because shit is happening, but enough to help, to be able to help, to feel the world around you, right? To feel that compassion, that kindness that is needed right now, to be able to give your hand, and help others. So that's why we are being very sensitive. We are being tested. We are going back to the shadow work because we need to heal. The more healed we are, the best for us to help. Because when we feel all these emotions from other people, from others, and we know we can separate our emotions from them, so we can help them instead of just go down, go down, go down, and get in a depression that is not just not gonna help others, but it's just not gonna help you neither. It's gonna just keep you in a low frequency, in a low vibration. So that's why we need to heal. We need to keep doing our shadow work. So when our empathy comes out and you start feeling the emotions on other people, the emotions in the world, because the war, the tragedies, and all these things that are happening because Gaia is purging, um, you don't mislead people, and you don't mislead yourself, and you don't sabotage yourself by closing yourself in pain, understanding that that pain does not belong to you. Okay, the pain that you are feeling is for you to understand that what is happening around you, so you can help, not for you to go down in depression and feel sad, or bitter, or like, life doesn't worth it because it's too much pain in the world that you just is overwhelming, you cannot cope with it, and etc., etc. So that's why we need to do our shadow work. We need to heal. We need to be prepared. We need to learn ourselves, our energy, and separate our energy from the world. So when we feel the world, it's not that overwhelming, and we can understand that our pain, even though it's hurtful, is coming from a different sources. It's not our energy, so we can see through the pain, and we can help instead of think that is our pain. You know what I'm saying? And just stay in the shadow with your pain. That is our sensitivity as an empath is meant for us to be able to help, right? But we need to help ourselves first. We need to heal ourselves first. We need to transmute all these things, and to know self, to know how to the difference between your energy and the world's energy. Okay, so that is why more and more sensitivity comes for us, more and more shadow work we need to do. The solar flare, the shaman resonance, and all these things too has a lot to do with everything that is happening around us. We are being updated, our DNA is being upgrade, and our software, like they say, is being upgraded too. And we are more sensitive. We are calibrating all this sensitivity or sensors, and whatever you wanna call it, right? So I hope you guys are doing a good job. I'm there with you. I'm also going through it. Obviously, I have a better understanding of a lot of things, so it's a little bit easier for me. But I still cry, I still go through it, I still feel it. You know what I'm saying? But I am very aware of what is going on. I think that is a little bit of difference between me and some people, that I am know what is going on. I know that it's not my energy. I know that it's projections, and I know what God is doing. When that happens, I know that what He's doing is He's allowing me to feel it enough in a safe way for me to do my shadow work and heal things that I haven't healed because I didn't know that they exist, because they were buried, in the back of my mind, right? Because we, as we grow up and we are suffering and we are in the world, we learn how to, you know, hide or traumas and things that we ended forgetting until something bring it out, right? And it's for our highest good and the highest good of everybody around us, because the more you heal, the better it is for everybody around. It's a ripple effect, and when one person is healed, that person can help others to heal, right? So yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. I hope this video is really not too long. I'm trying not to. I hope it doesn't cut. And I'm just trying to speak a little bit, going back to the matrix, decoding the matrix, speaking a little bit more about witchcraft, cults, and how to escape manipulation again. So cults, people that are in cults. One thing that I've been for a whole month now guided to tell you guys, to as a service to the community, because my service is not just for the people that is in the light. Believe it or not, my videos are always meant for both the light and the dark, because what I am doing, the word that God gives me, is for everybody, because everybody has the same right to change, to transform, to evolve, to awake, right? It's your decision, of course, but you are not limited just because you make mistakes or you choose because you didn't know better, you choose the dark in the past. That doesn't mean that you cannot use, whatever you learned there to do good, right? Just like people that learn things in the light and then become dark, right? People from the dark also can come over here, and use whatever they know for good. So my videos are always for you too, because I believe in everybody. I believe that everybody can change no matter what. Some of you still have time to do it. Some of you still can be called, to do the right thing. Some of you, unfortunately, nah. But is what it is, okay? Anyway, so cults. I've been called to tell you, God has been telling me for a whole month or more, yeah. It's been trying to tell me to let you know, in case you don't know, that a lot of these cults don't let their members know that once you make a pact, a lot of you guys make pact with blood, right? You drink blood and all that shit, and you make your pacts of, never share whatever you do, right, in the dark, never share whatever you know in the dark, and all this shit. But what you don't know probably is like, just as you promise as a group, not betray the group and not betray whatever you call your coven, your organization is. I don't know if you guys know too that whatever one of you do is gonna bring karma to the whole cult, right? Because you make a pact, right? You make a pact that whatever happens is all of you, and you all gonna go down. You all gonna be quiet. You all gonna be silent. You all gonna keep it quiet. You all participating, right? So when one of your members does to be shared, even if it's, behind the back of the organization, and it's gonna bring the karma to the organization. It's gonna bring the poverty. It's gonna be death. It's gonna bring everything that a person call out for innocent people, let's say, right? So because only when it's to our innocent people is when the karma hits this cult, because it's not warranted. Okay, so whatever you do in the shadows always gonna come to light, and whoever make pacts to keep all this in the shadows is gonna receive the same karma, right? Because even if things were in the back, behind the back. You share your blood when you make the promise. You drink blood fluids or whatever shit, sex magic or whatever shit. You merge your energy to promise that you are part of that cult. You know, whatever shit you did, you make the pact that you also gonna go down if one of the members fuck it up, basically. So you bind yourself to everything that they call the coven, the organization does. You bind yourself to it, even if you don't know what the coven, the organization, the top, the high-ranking people does. All the organization is gonna get hit with the karma, whatever it is. Just like you guys, when you sacrifice somebody, all of the organization go well, and the organization give profits, money, material stuff, ranking, and all this bullshit that you guys get when you sacrifice humans and animals, kids, right? And also, when you benefit from all these good things, you also get hit when it's the bad karma. And I don't know if you guys know, but God has been asking me and telling me in different ways to speak about this. So, banding yourself and cursing your life with all attacks, and every attack that your organization, your coven does, even the ones that you don't know. Why? Because you are part of that organization. You are part of that circle. You make you swear, right? You belong to that. So as you get the benefits, you also get the karma. And I think it's very important for everybody, young people that are ignorant, that are just starting because it's cool, because they want to be part of something, because yeah, let's go do this evil thing, it's so funny, well, yeah, you're gonna get hit. Even if you don't do these things, you don't know what others members in the organization does. And sometimes people don't know why the karma is hitting them, why they're suddenly are in poverty, why everything is going to shit, why they're being stopped by the police, why they are in prison, when they're passing away, getting sick, whatever is happening in you don't understand why. Well, because your organization, your call, whatever, is on fuck shit, and now everything is hitting to the organization. And sometimes the high-ranking people sacrifice the lower members. I'm sorry, but I had to say it. So in your same organization, your high-ranking sacrifice the ones on the bottom to save their asses. And that's another thing that I don't think you guys know. That's why me, personally, I will never be part of an organization that do things in the dark. Because, like they say, there is no trust among thieves, right? There's no loyalty. It's the same when you work in the dark. You cannot trust these people, because even if you make a pact that we brothers, we're sisters, and we're gonna don't trust them. They will take you down to save themselves. They will sacrifice you to save their homes, yes, to save their jobs, to save the cars, the luxury cars, the money they already have, to save themselves from going to prison. They will sacrifice whoever. They will not care, no matter the pacts. There is no loyalty when you work in the dark with the tricksters, okay? Because if you are willing to kill somebody else, what made you think that that person is not gonna be doing that to you and sacrifice you as well to save themselves? So God wants me to let you know this. So, of course, you high-ranking people is gonna say this is a lie, but this is truth, and you can find the truth. You just have to look for it, and you're gonna find that it's truth. I am not lying. I am just here passing the message, okay? So yeah, cult leaders lie to their members. They don't tell the truth. They don't tell everything they do behind their backs. Lower members don't know what the top high rank do, okay? And even they don't know what others do, because a lot of people, it's just like police. How many policemen are defending the safety of the town during daylight, and at nighttime they're using and abusing their power to rape, to kill, to steal, right? It's the same shit, okay? It's the same shit. Is people that work in the dark is always gonna do stupid shit. So don't trust, because not everybody is there for your highest good. And just know, just like a woman that wants to be the side chick and don't care that the man is married, knows and should know that if you take a man from another woman is gonna take it from you, because it is what it is. When you do something in the dark, you're gonna get hit with the same shit. It's gonna come back to you like a boomerang, sooner or later. So think, every time you do something bad, it's gonna come back. Just as good things come back too, okay? There is no like, oh no, just bad things hit us. No, good things hit you too. When you are compassionate, when you are kind, when you give from your heart, when you help others. Those are blessings that come back to you sooner or later, right? Just like the bad things that you do. There is no difference. Light, dark, it doesn't fucking matter. Whatever you do is gonna come back to you sooner or later, okay? The difference is that you can trust the people in the light, but you cannot trust the people in the dark, because they're gonna betray you. If you know that they betray somebody to the point to want to take them out, to cheat on them, to rob them, what makes you think that they're gonna be loyal to you? Just because, what, you know their secret? Come on now. Don't be naive, okay? So be careful with that. Or not. Is your free will, you know how you use it. And it's on you, you wanna save your ass or go down with them, right? I really advise you to separate yourself from these cults and turn your life around, or not. Just wait for the karma with them, of course. It's your decision. I'm just passing the message. The other thing that I have here is about family versus your own mind and heart. Escape manipulation. Escape manipulation is very important, because just as we are loyal to our families, just like we are go down with for our families, we also have to understand that you have to know that you cannot support your family just because it's your family. You support your family because they love you unconditionally, because they support you unconditionally, because they are with you. But a person that don't support you, that don't love you conditionally, that is never for you, that you take instead of give, that your happiness make them feel some kind of way, they judge you, they criticize you, or they try to take you away from the things that make you happy, that are good for you, you should never allow that to happen in your life. It doesn't matter if it's your mom, your husband, your girlfriend, your brother, your friend, your cousin, your dad, your mom. It doesn't matter who they are. If you are happy with something, and these people that call family, friends, go against what makes you happy, that is good for you, right there is a red flag. And you should know better. You should understand that, family or not, you should never allow nothing to come between you and what makes you happy, whatever that is. Your job, your career, your significant other, your own family, kids, wife, right? Your dreams. When your family love you unconditionally, they support you, even if they don't understand why you are doing what you're doing. If that is good for you, why I'm gonna block you? Why I'm gonna go against it? because beliefs, religion, political preferences, you know what I'm saying? We need to be very aware and have a lot of discernment between be loyal with your family and separate with your family when your family doesn't deserve it. Because nobody deserves your loyalty. Nobody deserves your loyalty when they are not there for you. So why you gonna be loyal to a person that the only thing that they want is to keep you apart or away from your own dreams, from the things that make you happy? Why you gonna be loyal? Because it's your family? You're gonna sacrifice your happiness because it's your family. You're gonna sacrifice your dreams because it's your family, because religion, because political issues, because that's what we do. Don't forget, this is your human experience. This is your life. This is your time. You are the one that is experiencing and living. You are in your shoes, not them. You can love them all that you want. You can support them all that you want. You can be loyal all that you want. But when it comes to you, all that should be behind the line. When it comes to your dreams, when it comes to your heart, nothing should be more important, because this is your human experience. And who loves you is always going to support you and be there for you, for good and bad, in poverty and wealth, in health and sickness, like a marriage, right? And these words, a lot of people repeat it, but everybody take it for granted. Because at the end, when you are going through these things, they're not there for you. They're only there for you when you are rich, when you are wealth, when everything is fine, right? And they even envy you and have jealous and try to take you down because you have these things. But then when you're down, they're not there. They're not there. And sometimes they are the ones that put you there. You know what I'm saying? So be very discerning. Family is family, I know. And I'm not here to tell you go against your family. But a lot of us been trapped for years, decades, all our lives, because it's family. Because expectations in a family is family. And nobody out of a family is going to separate us, is going to come between us, and blah, 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 blah. But we have our own lives. Yes, we are a group, we're family. But even in this hand, my hand has 5 fingers, right? But each finger has their own shape, form, right? Every one of them is different, right? And have their own function, and all together work, right? In a way. But you can use them separately too. Family is the same. We are all together, but everybody has their own life, right? Their own dreams. They're all living their own experience. And your experience has nothing to do with mine, right? We can support each other for good and bad, but we cannot go and try to say, no, you're not gonna marry that person. No, you're not gonna go get that job. No, you're not gonna go and sell the house and go live in the other part of the world. We cannot say that. Are you willing to sacrifice your whole life and dreams just to please your family, your friends? You know what I'm saying? And I've been there. I was there. It's hard because we don't see it like that. But something in our spirit makes us feel that we are trapped, that we are not happy, we are not successful, we are not fulfilled, because we are pleasing everybody but us. We're not helping nobody, really. We are just pleasing. We are giving away. We're giving, they taking. But when it's something for you, oh no, you cannot. No, you have to stay here with us. We need you. No, there is a point when you have to know that it's your life. When you are an adult, when you can take care of yourself, when you're ready to have your own life, your own independence, you can love your family, you can help your family around. But never let a friend, a relative, to come between you and your dreams, okay? Or you and your personal stuff, like your relationships, your friendships, your job, whatever things that makes you happy. Because this is your experience and you never should forget that, okay? People, families, friends use all these things to manipulate us. And a lot of times it's because of jealousy, because they don't want to see you better than them, because they benefit from you, from your energy, from your money, for your time, for the way you help them around, your presence. To get more ladies, if you're a masculine and you have a lot of friends, maybe your friends want to keep you single so you can bring more ladies to the group, right? Maybe you are the one that is handsome and more fine than others, so they can use you for that, to get chicks, right? Or your wallet, right? To travel with them, to, I don't know, pay for drinks, food, because you're kind, you have a good heart. Or my ladies, what about these girls that feel jealous of the man that you love, right? They just want to keep you with them. Or some of them even try to rob your man, right? Because why not? So be mindful, have discernment. Don't let manipulation, don't let that your loyalty for your family and friends sabotage your own life, your own dreams, what your heart wants. Follow your heart. And don't forget that, yes, we live in a matrix, yes, we having a human experience, yes, we have family, we have relatives, but at the end, you are the one that matters, okay? It's not about selfishness. If everybody keep themselves in their line, in their own line, if everybody treat themselves with respect, with kindness, with love, and fight for their dreams and the things that they want, if everybody mind their own business, this world will be perfect, right? Or better, because perfect doesn't exist. The only perfection is the Most High, right? But at least it will be better, right? Because nobody will be trying to please others to be happy. Nobody will be trying to just be codependent because they fear, of being away from their families, right? Because what are we gonna do without them, right? Who's gonna help us? I'm always being with somebody around. I cannot be by myself. No, we can be by ourselves. We should be by yourself. We should master self, right? Before anything else. Before trying to get married, we should master self, right? That's the better way to do it. Nobody does it, but that's the best way to do it. But to master yourself, you have to get rid of codependency and people-pleasing mentality, okay? And have discernment. So you can see the red flags, you can see the manipulation, you can understand when somebody really needs you or is trying to manipulate you, right? Now, I'm not saying you have to abandon your family. If your family needs you, your family needs you. And whoever is with you, your friends, your partner, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, is going to support you too, right? But if your family wants you or your friends wants you to stay away from the things that you love, then it's not because they need you. It's because they're using you. And there is a difference. Because they can need you, right? But they're not going to try to come between you and your dreams, on you and your family, marriage, boyfriend, girlfriend, friendships. No. But when they say, I need you, so don't go there. I need you, so you have to stay away from this or that. Or I need you, so please don't go and get that job in the other state, in the other city, because I need you with me. No, that is because they're using you. There is a difference when your family wants to use you or when your family really wants your help. So we need to have discernment. We have to pass above all family's expectations to be able to have our own experience and be happy. Fight for our happiness, for our freedom. Okay? Family is always there, like I say, for good and bad, in poverty and wealth, right? In sickness and health. It's always gonna be there. And they're always gonna support you. And they're always gonna love whoever you love. Right? So I feel guided to share this for whatever reason. And this is dollars that I got here from June 4, 25. You can see the date here. I'm not making up this right now. I've been having this, but I've been doing a lot of stuff. And I know it's a short message. I really don't want a long video because I have other things to share. The other things that I've been called to speak about is about teaching kids honesty. And we all know that kids don't know how to lie. We are the ones that teach them how to lie when we ourselves lie in front of them, or we tell them things to say, right? And I had this experience with my little one, my 5 years old. Suddenly every time she asked me for something and I start saying yes or no, one day she start asking me, are you saying this because that, or you lying to me? And she caught me in like by surprise, right? Because I didn't expect that from my 5-year-old. But before I answer back, I thought, wow, she's in an age where she's perceiving now truth and lies, right? She's perceiving people, intentions and things. So this is the moment when she's vulnerable, when I can, influence the way she speaks, influence the way she's gonna grow up. If she's gonna be a liar, a deceiver, or she's gonna be always in truth. So in my head, what I heard was, you always have to speak the truth to your kids as they can understand, right? Or avoid it, but never lie. Okay, sometimes we can avoid some things because it's things that the little brains can understand, and it's just not for them to know. But you can be, a little flexible to give them a response, but never to lie. Because the moment you start to lie to them, and the moment they notice, because they notice, they start doing it too. And that's how we grow up lying, because we are mirrors. They reflect us. They learn from us. So Spirit told me, this is a test. What are you gonna do? How are you gonna answer to a kid? So I had to say, yeah, I said that because, yeah, I was lying, and ever since, when she asked me for something, she always said, are you saying this for this, or you are lying? And she always put me in that position. And I always had to be like, okay, depending what it is, right? And choose my words, but be truth, and always tell her the truth. And I've been telling her, oh, I'm lying, I'm playing. Yes. Oh, you call me, yes. Because how I'm gonna be a true speaker and tell you guys to speak your truth when I cannot teach my kid to speak the truth by example, right? It's not just because my videos, it's not just because, I am, no, I don't know, I want to be a public figure or whatever. No, I have a purpose, and my purpose is staying in my home with myself, right? Behind closed doors, behind cameras. My truth, my integrity starts with me. And that's how I want to raise my kid, right? So teach your kids to always speak the truth. Don't lie to them. Be creative, okay? Be creative, but don't lie to your kids. Don't teach your kids to tell lies, because when they grow up, they're gonna be trapped. They're not gonna be able to speak the truth, because in their mind, always gonna be thinking that speaking the truth is not always good. That you had to lie to get stuff, to hide things, to get your way, to manipulate, to be fake. And it's not good. So this experience that happened like 3 months ago, 4 months ago, also I got a download from it. I got a lesson, and the spirit told me you had to share. Every time you get a lesson and you learn, you have to share. It doesn't matter if it's minimum, if it's big, it doesn't matter how your experience is. You have to share. And I am obedient as always. So sharing is caring, as I always say. I love you. I hope you enjoy these messages. I will be back as soon as I can with more. There is a lot of things that I want to share for you guys to change your perspective, learn things that a lot of people don't tell you, that you don't see, or you can understand until maybe somebody tells you in a different way. Sometimes it's what it is.